Well, I can't wait to meet our host. I hear this is only one of his beat parties.
Stay positive, the love will come back to me. Stay positive, the love will come back to me. Stay positive, the love will come back to me. Stay positive, the love will come back to me.
And we're off. This is Harry Day with Too True to Lie. We're going to try something new. I want you to do what I want you to do. We're going to try something new. People have thought, why don't you do a video simulcast with your audio podcast, which I've been doing for about a year and a half. I guess it's been a year and a half. Pretty close to a year and a half. I was talked into doing a podcast by some fellow football coaches for youth football. And they were getting to know me, and they were drawing these stories out of me, trying to figure out who I was. I mean, we all have kids at the same school. And these stories, like my surf stories and my injury stories and all the different places I've lived around the United States, they were drawing these stories out of me. And one of them was like, you got to do a podcast. I'm like, well, I've heard of those. And the next week, I'm researching it. And the next week, I find that it's absolutely free to do a podcast. So I started doing them. And I've banged out, I don't know how many episodes. A lot of episodes. I feel like I've probably peaked. And I'm just striving to find information to continue the show, which is Too True to Lie with Harry Day. It's just me. I have no sound engineer. I have no number two to remind me, and I bring that up a lot when I'm doing my show and I can't think of a word or a subject that I've been talking about. I'm like, and you know how they used to do that race across the I need my number two is what I'd say, and it'd be like the Selma River, or that's just odd. Subject matter right there. I never did a race over the Selma River. Nor did I get beaten or beat anyone over the Selma River. That's a sore subject these days. Probably has been for a while. That's not me, though. I'm not a racist. Love everybody. So this show, my podcast, the audio, which is all I've ever done with a microphone, it's going to make noise, like these. Through my phone, I record it, upload it to Anchor, cap some short music intro in the front, which I pull down off of the internet. I don't make money doing this. I don't want to make money doing this. It's purely entertainment for me and for my listeners. I have listeners all over the world. Not a lot. I have listeners in Ireland. That doesn't mean I have 50 listeners in Ireland. I have like 3. But I also have them in Russia, Japan, South Africa, Australia, most of the states in this country, India, the weird places I'd be Malta. I'm like, who is listening to my show in Thailand? But people are, and maybe they just like the entertainment. Maybe they like the music at the very end, because I usually end it on something that I like, and since it's copyrighted, I don't make any money at this, but I don't want to make any money at this. I make money selling art and trying to sell the books I've written. I do welding. I help my neighbor weave chairs. He's an artisan like me. We're both in the Craftsman's Guild for the state of Mississippi. That's where I am, middle of Mississippi. So what I'm giving you here right now is a brief intro to an old show that I've been doing for a year and a half. Did I say that earlier? Where's my number 2? And I thought it'd be fun to fool around with the video, simulcast it. I can do my audio podcast through iTunes and Spotify and Apple Play and 4 other platforms that I'm not familiar with. Anchor is one of them. That's my platform host. And it's free, which is nice. And I like to talk. Pull the cord. I'm going to keep talking. Pull the cord 1 time. You don't have to pull it 4 times. 4 times. I'll go. I'll talk. I love to talk. I love to think. I love to learn. But what my message is, even though it can get dark and involve death and the dark humor side of a lot of stuff, it's still about peace, love, unity. Because if you don't have that, life sucks. I want family to be reminded how much you love them. I want your friends to be reminded how much you care for them and how much you do for them, because they'll do the same for you. I want you to spread the joy and wear a kind face, if you got to fake it or not, to your everyday strangers that you see at gas stations, at fast food, at restaurants, at the post office. I was there earlier today. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Hold the door open for whoever it is. They can be younger than me. I'm going to hold the door open for you. And like I said, I live in a little town in Mississippi called Canton that is 80% black. And I've been here 5 years. I grew up south of here a little ways where it's not 80% black. It's high-end white areas. But they're all kind. A little naive, but they're all kind. But I'm much more comfortable living in the country, in the county, off a gravel road, where I can shoot my guns off the back or front porch. I'm going to hunt off the back, probably not off the front. If I hunted off the front porch, I'd either be shooting a miniature horse, which is cute as can be, not mine, a Sicilian donkey, which has a Sicilian donkey that has a fifth leg that will make you blush. And I've made several dates and friends blush at this thing. I shouldn't even bring it up. I'm bringing it up because it's like, hey, donkey, you got a callus on the end of that thing, dragging on the ground? And he probably does, but I haven't inspected it. Maybe I will later. And if I'm not shooting that, which I'm not, there's Ruby the Screaming Mule. Ruby screamed on mic for me before outside. She just screams, and I can't explain it. But that's all beyond the small focus that I'm trying to bring here on the Interphone video simulcast introduction to my podcast, Too True to Lie, Too True to Lie, Lie Too to True, Too True to Lie with Harry Day. Enjoy it. Tell your friends. Listen to it. It's the first video. Hopefully I'll get it on some platform where you can watch and listen. It'll probably take forever to upload. But I'm going to give it a whirl. And if you go look for Too True to Lie wherever normal podcasts are, you'll find me, Harry Day. Enjoy doing it. It's a good workout for the lungs. Keeps me breathing. I don't have any tea. If you listen to the shows, you know that I'm usually drinking Arizona green tea or Lipton citrus green tea, or if I'm out of either one of those, I'll have unsweet tea by Mott's with lemonade, sweetened lemonade mixed together. Arnold Palmer, right? Which those are really refreshing, and they're the least sweet. I don't do a lot of sugars. As you can tell, you can't tell. I'm tall, and I'm not real fat. I mean, I'm 50, so I've got a little dad bod going and stuff, but I'm not shy either. I don't know what I'm looking at. I guess I'm looking at my face on the camera. Anyway, 10 minutes would run too long. 10 minutes would run too long for a stupid intro to Too True to Lies, video number 1. So we'll go 8 minutes and 45 seconds. Peace.
Stay positive, the love will come back to me. Stay positive, the love will come back to me. Stay positive, the love will come back to me. Stay positive, the love will come back to me. Some jealous punk snuck up around the back, tried to take a loving over me.